that in the back of your head as you chasing your goals. Even if it's not fitness related, keep that in the back of your mind when you're chasing your goals, because that'll take you far. So this morning I uploaded my cookie cutter diet. So how is it a cookie cutter? Because if you have a cookie cutter, let's say it's a gingerbread man, and you stamp a sheet of cookies, you can imagine every single cookie is gonna look exactly the same. But here's the thing. When you bake the cookies and you have your dough and your cookie just came out the oven and it's fresh and it's hot and it's ready to go, someone might be like, you know what? After my cookies are done, I like to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on top of mine. And say, oh, you know what? I actually like ginger on mine. And you might get someone else that be like, you know what? Before I even bake it, I like to add a little bit of vanilla extract. And then when it's done, I sprinkle a tiny dibble dabble of powdered sugar. Right? So even though every single cookie is exactly the same, the way that you make it satisfactory for you is up to you. Is you, like I said, if I tell you I do this, and that, and you take this and that, and you add it to your this and that, and you make it work for you. So if I tell you how I make my cookie, and this is what I do to give it some flavor so I can be content with the taste, because since I have to eat it every freaking day, then you can be like, oh, you know what? I like that, but I'm not a fan of the cinnamon. So I'm gonna try this instead because I do like this. So when I say it's a cookie cutter diet, I'm just giving you the basic examples. So for example, when I tell you I ate chicken and rice, chicken and veggie, what if you don't like chicken? What if you prefer and you're happy with fish? What if you prefer tuna? Because it's a packet, it's ready to go, and you can eat it on the go. You don't need a microwave or nothing. What if you want turkey? You know what I mean? Like, so you find what works for you and you ride with it. But yeah, it's the basics and the fundamentals. So once you learn all the basics and the fundamentals, that's how you can start to progress and move forward. And assuming you put in the work, you take the time, and you have the dedication, you're gonna be okay. So same thing with the cookie cutter workout. It's just giving you an example of how I work out. Because technically you have to get in the gym, you have to work a body part, and you have to work it fairly hard enough for it to actually grow and change. So a cookie cutter diet and a cookie cutter layout for you to start your fitness journey is like an overall aspect. If you want to be a basketball player, you have to learn how to dribble a ball, how to shoot a ball, how to defend someone else that has the ball coming towards you, and being aware of the rules and regulations. Because if someone's coming down and you just trip them and then take the ball, that's a foul. So you're like, oh, I need to eat, and you grab a pizza, that's a foul. You gotta learn the rules and the regulations, and you gotta know all the aspects of the game you're playing. The rules of the game are simple, but following the rules of the game for your average person might be like, I got my protein, I got my carbs, and I did what I had to do with my fats and my sugars. So if you want to know the cookie cutter aspect that I followed for that, your body weight. If you weigh 100 pounds, you should get 2.5 grams of protein per pound you weigh. So if you're 100 pounds, you should be getting 250 grams of protein per day. If you're 100 pounds, no more than half of your body weight in carbs. So no more than 50 grams of carbs per day. And then how many sugars should you get? How much fat should you get? I mean, you're always going to say 0. But at the end of the day, you're going to get, because it's always in there. Even your protein shakes have like 2 grams or whatever it is. It's there. But the fats you're getting from a protein shake are better than the fat you're getting from that Big Mac with the large fries and the Sprite. So for example, when I say you find what works for you, when I'm trying to lose weight and I realize that my weight isn't dropping as fast as I wanted to, and I decide to cut all carbs completely. This is not recommended for your average human being. That should be flashing on the screen right now. Cutting all carbs completely, I drop weight faster than normal. And it works for me because I can handle eating no carbs every day. I tell my body what to do, and if my body doesn't like it or doesn't agree, I say, hey, if you don't like it, give up on me. And my body's never given up on me. There's days I don't have the strength, and there's days that I'm just not feeling it. So from that aspect, what I say when I get my references, is even Kobe has an off game. LeBron has off games. I can give Kobe references more because I know Kobe. There's times when Kobe shot 5 for 25. Do you know what he did when he came back the next game? Lights out. So even if you're in the gym and you have a bad day in the gym and everything is heavy and your energy is not there, you're just not feeling it. We all have off days. It's a matter of how you come back and approach it. When I try to go, especially if we're going for a max, or if I'm lifting a weight that I know I can lift and it's not as easy as it used to be, I'll be like, okay, you got me today. You ain't gonna get me next time. So next time I come back and try to lift that weight, cake, homie, cake. So it's a matter of how do you prepare? And let's say, for example, if you were to fail, how do you come back and prove that you're ready or you're good enough for it? In the gym, it's over 50% mental. Whether you think you can or you can't, chances are you're right. That's another common phrase we hear. If you're going down for that one-time max that you've never had before, and before you even like sit down or lay down or prepare to lift it, and you have that negative thought, or you're like, damn, I don't know if I can do this, you already ruined your chances. So let me just go into maxing out. This is for the men. I mean, women can max out too, no offense. But when you think about a man, you think about the ego, we're the ones that max out because we're going for that PR and we want to brag about how much we could bench. Or, hey, how much you squat? What's that deadlift looking like? The way that I approach my maxes, and my maxes help me stay afloat, stay hungry, and stay active working towards goals. So the way I approach it, if today is April 19th, and I'm ready to max out, I'll be like, hey, we're gonna max out May 15th, right? Now you got a month to get ready. So you got in the back of your mind, that's like a boxing match. Hey, I got a fight coming up on May 15th. You're gonna do your workouts, you're gonna do your diet, you're gonna prepare. All the way up until like May 8th. The week of the max, when I come into the gym every single day, I'm still lifting, but I'm not lifting crazy. Because I don't want to be sore, and I want the body to be warm, loose, and ready. So I come in that Monday, because whenever I max out, it's on my Friday. I come in that Monday, I do whatever I do, light, and it's just going smoothly, keeping the body ready. And then when I go in that 5th day for that max, from the moment I wake up, I'm in my zone. Okay, it's going down today. Get my breakfast, you know what I mean? Head to the gym. When you park your car and you go walk into the gym, it's like walking down that aisle, coming from the locker room to the ring. So you got your hoodie on, you got your crew behind you, and your music's playing. So you're getting hyped up the entire time. You feel me? So you're coming down that aisle. Once you walk in that gym, and you go find your bench, because obviously I'm using bench as an example, and you do your warm-ups. And I have a specific way I warm up too when I'm going for a max. You do your warm-ups and you're getting ready. All I need is 1 rep with this 1 weight, and that's my goal for today. So when you have that mental mindset and you're excited and you're pumped, that's the best way to get yourself in that zone to accomplish what it is you're trying to do. So when that weight finally comes along and you're ready to give it everything you got, and when you unrack it, hopefully without help, and you bring it down and you press it up, if you get it, that's what's up. Now you set your next goal higher. If you don't get it, it's okay to be mad. You can look at it and say, you son of a... I'ma get you, because you're not gonna beat me. You know how it feels. You know what to expect next time it comes around. You shoot a 3, it's air ball. You shoot 4 of them, you airball all 4. Next time it comes along, what's gonna happen? As long as you prepare yourself the right way.
We did it again. We're gonna get another one next year. Again. Back to back to back. Love y'all.
Sometimes we do need to fail in order to succeed. And it's okay as long as you are mentally ready and your heart and your soul are determined. So if you don't get it today, it's not the end of the world. Keep your mind set. You bust your ass every day. And everything falls into place the way it should. And you'll be successful. And you'll be on your way to reaching every single goal you set. Because you know the effort it takes, and you know you have the dedication, and you know if you set your mind to something, you can make it happen.